The financial backbone of the world, the US economy, is teetering on the edge. As of fiscal 2024, the national debt stands at a staggering $35 trillion, with a debt to GDP ratio exceeding 120%. These are not just numbers, they're warning signs. A silent storm is brewing, and the consequences could be far reaching. The story of the US debt is like a towering iceberg. What you see is alarming, but what lies beneath could be catastrophic. Imagine a nation with a history of financial strength, a beacon of economic stability, now grappling with debt so immense it's challenging even for seasoned economists to comprehend fully. At the end of fiscal year 2024, the US national debt has swelled to a staggering $35 trillion. To put that into perspective, this figure isn't just a random number, it's the accumulation of years of borrowing, policy decisions, and unexpected crises. More worries are related to the debt to GDP ratio. The debt to GDP ratio, a critical metric that compares a country's total debt to its economic output, stands at 123%, the highest since World War II. This ratio tells a story on its own. It's like a family spending far beyond their income, hoping that future earnings will catch up. But what if they don't? What if the income growth slows, or worse, declines? The US finds itself in a precarious situation navigating these treacherous waters. This growing mountain of debt has been fueled by several factors. Over the past 2 decades, the US has faced multiple significant financial challenges. The global financial crisis of 2008, which led to massive stimulus packages. The economic shockwaves of the COVID-19 pandemic, which required unprecedented levels of government support. And the more recent geopolitical tensions that have forced increased defense spending. Take, for instance, the stimulus efforts during the COVID-19 pandemic. To keep the economy afloat, trillions were pumped into various sectors: direct payments to individuals, loans to businesses, and increased funding for healthcare. While these measures were crucial at the time, they also added a substantial amount to the national debt. Another critical factor is the aging population. With baby boomers retiring in droves, Social Security and Medicare expenses are skyrocketing. These entitlement programs, which are essential for many, contribute significantly to the federal budget. Medicare benefit spending is expected to grow substantially, with projections indicating it could reach $1.8 trillion by 2031. Now, picture this. As the debt grows, so does the cost of servicing it. Interest payments on the debt are expected to balloon to nearly $1 trillion annually by early 2025 and $1.7 trillion by 2034. This isn't just an abstract concern. It's money that could have been used for infrastructure, education, or healthcare being funneled into paying off interest. This mounting debt raises a critical question. How sustainable is this path? What happens when the largest economy in the world begins to falter under its weight? The answers are not just academic. They have real-world implications for every citizen, every business, and every country that interacts with the US economy. As we delve deeper into the US debt crisis, it's essential to understand that the impact isn't confined to American borders. The US economy, often considered the linchpin of global financial stability, plays a pivotal role in the economic well-being of many countries. When the US economy stumbles, the shockwaves can reverberate across continents, affecting emerging and developed markets alike. Moreover, the interconnected nature of global trade means that a slowdown in the US economy could lead to reduced demand for exports from countries like China, India, and Mexico. For instance, China, which is heavily reliant on the US as a market for its goods, could experience a significant economic slowdown. This in turn would affect countries that depend on China for trade, creating a cascading effect of reduced economic activity. The financial sector would not be immune either. A US debt crisis could lead to a tightening of global credit markets. banks and financial institutions, wary of rising risks, might reduce lending. This credit crunch could slow down investment and consumer spending worldwide, leading to a global economic slowdown or even a recession. In essence, the US debt situation is like a tremor that has the potential to trigger a financial earthquake. The global economy, interconnected and interdependent, could find itself grappling with the aftershocks of a crisis that began in the US. The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely. As the US debt climbs, the world watches with bated breath. The questions loom large. Can the US navigate this fiscal labyrinth without triggering a global economic earthquake? And if not, what will be the aftershocks look like? In a world where financial stability is more interconnected than ever, the US debt crisis isn't just an American problem, it's a global dilemma. As you ponder the future, remember that the ticking clock waits for no one. Is the world prepared for the repercussions, or are we all standing on the brink of an inevitable financial storm? Tell us, what do you think of the ballooning US debt? Comment your views, as we would love to hear from you. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.